Thank you for waiting comfortably. We will begin in a moment. I simply have to set it. Gorilla, of course. You understand? Please let me know if my audio's too loud or if the game's too soft. You know, it's a game with a radio background like that, musical background. It changes from song to song. So, just as always, we'll rely on you to help us out. It is so much easier doing this with Amanda's 2 monitor setup. Well, not 2 monitors, 1 monitor and 1 laptop. But still, it's nice to be able to see the mixer in one window and the game in the other. But I'm getting ahead of myself. My name is Juliette Romero. I am the host of Radio Free Majvare, the radio station here in the desert. We're here to get you home safe and keep you entertained on the way. This is the little gorilla. A little programming note for tomorrow. Lord Mollington had an interview set with Amanda at noon tomorrow. Unfortunately, that's been canceled. Mollington is not feeling well, apparently, and just going to have a TBD at the time. You know, these things happen. Amanda wanted to give you a little stream instead. There's nothing really going on today, is there? It's a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Normal people are enjoying each other's company, enjoying each other's presence, and right, it's the old name I called on a Saturday night. But who knows? You get a little something to listen to. Maybe you got a little something you want to say? Let us know in the chat. We'll be happy to relay the message along to our listeners. So I am Juliette Romero. I'm femboy from Radio Free Majvare, radio station here in the desert. May or may not have anything to do with the United States military. Don't ask, but please just enjoy yourself. And this is Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. Now, I hesitate to call this a game. It's not really a game, I feel like. It's more of a tool. And it's something to help you relax, something to help you ease your mind. Help keep you organized as well. Amanda showed this off before, did a little Zatsu afterwards, and very nice, very chill. So when she initially said that she wanted to do a bonus stream tonight because Mollington tomorrow got canceled, she initially balked at doing 3 streams tomorrow if she didn't have to. Because she's doing UFO 50 at 7 a.m. and her usual weekly Zatsu at 7 p.m. She's really enjoying those weekly Zatsus, you know. Just being able to wrap everything up at the end of the night. By the way, don't worry. Amanda's safe. She's fine. She's in here with me. She's safe. Julie, when you say it like that, you make it sound fucking creepy, man. Oh, other than Amanda, I know you were here. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people before we head up and start showing the city, City Love Lights? Yeah, y'all know how I have a problem with actually getting a Steam calculator, right? I don't like using my real debit credit card. I tell you, it's kind of funny, man. So me and Mother Splats were talking a few days ago, and my birthday was back on the 22nd, and she got me a little bag of candy for my birthday. And I'm like, she's like, so how'd you like the candy, Amanda? And I'm like, Mother Splats, I love you, but I don't eat candy much anymore. Like, I'm trying to cut all sugar out of my life. Oh, really? Is that a health decision? Yeah, like, I'm not diabetic, but I don't fucking want to be. That's understandable. Yeah, thanks. So I put it in the freezer. I told her to put it in the freezer. So I could just, like, not be tempted to eat it all at once or anything. Ah, I see. Taking precautions, setting yourself up for success. Yes. Anyways, you said, Amanda, you really should look in the friggin' bag, in the bag, man. You really should look in the bag, and I did. And there was like Easter candy and like $100 gift card. Does your mother know that you're streaming, Amanda? No, she doesn't, but I think she might. Like, I never told her, but I think she might. Well, thank you for letting me use your roof today. Yeah, you were just kind of creeping everyone out, hanging out at the pool, just looking at everyone. So, oh, thank you, Amanda. Thank you. I know you've got things to do today. Yeah, just don't touch any of the rest of my stuff, alright? Thank you, Amanda. So, this is Spirit City in about 5 seconds. And I will already tell from the statistics I'm looking at right now, I've got Amanda's rig going, and I've got her task manager going. I think it's actually running not as chunky as it initially was, which is worth saying. Juliette, you weren't here. How do you know how good my computer was running? Goodbye, Amanda. You're creeping me the fuck out, Juliette. So this is Spirit City, the 5 seconds. I wanted to go ahead and, Amanda wanted to go ahead and touch this. So we could go, by the way, luckily, the music here is all, I believe it's, yeah, it looks like it's safe for streaming. Because I believe Amanda did a whole, 3 hours of it once, and didn't get claimed once. And YouTube's claimed her royalty-free Pixie Baby music here and there. So who knows? We'll go down this road together. Now, I want to also say, like you said, Amanda purchased this on her own. She's not being compensated by this company at all. She's just purchasing this on her own. And I want to go ahead and show you just how much Amanda loves this game. There's an achievement for reaching a level 50 spiritographer. And you get EXP every minute you're logged in, when you do daily tasks, and when you get new spirits. Level 50, I believe only about 10% of people or so have hit level 50. He's currently sitting at level 91. She loves this game. Well, again, I hesitate to call it a game, but she loves it. So once you heard there was DLC coming out, we'll go ahead and explore it. We'll go ahead and explore what this is first. Before... And there she is. Please excuse, it may be a little blurry because, you know, potato. I'll try bumping up the resolution a little bit. I know at 100 it chugs along, but let's see how 75 does. I'm keeping an eye on both the phone and everything else for encoding here, because I want this to be high quality. As high quality as Amanda's Potato will allow. And it looks like 70% with minimal shadows. Gives like 92% CPU, 75% memory. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. So you see there's Amanda wearing a new outfit that comes from the free New Year's update. Now that's great. Not only is there paid DLC, but there's free DLC as well that comes on regularly. And the way that you purchase things is through an in-game store. Other than the DLC, of course, you do have to pay money for the DLC. But there's only the one pack so far. Almost everything else is done through the store. Now, obviously, we're going to be nice with Amanda's letting us use her rig. And drink her soda. We're not going to touch her model. We're going to make our own. And we're going to do this. I want to give you a baseline of what vanilla Spirit City is. And we can just listen and rest. And if anyone wants to jump into the chat, anyone wants to call in, quote unquote, say hello and discuss anything within Amanda's set rules, of course. We'll be following the rules of her channel. Don't hesitate to let us know. So let's try making me. Body. Junk. No junk. That's maybe about skin. Skin color. Like I said, it may not look 100%, but please don't blame the creators of this game. Blame Amanda's Potato. I don't get out much, so a little paler than the usual person. A few different headsets. What speaks to me? Alright. Now, my hair. I actually like to experiment with different hairstyles, and that's great. You get 3 presets you can experiment with here too. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? You know who this reminds me of? Nicola sometime. That's good. You know, Nicola's getting into game dev now. She's actually working on the Sage Jam that's coming on, the unofficial Sage Jam 8 that's going on. She's working on it. Temp is working on it. A lot of people are putting a lot of effort into it, and it's great. Amanda, obviously, she's not a programmer. She's a writer. She's kind of on the opposite side, but seeing that creativity through game development, it's an amazing thing. But that's not what I look like. And we're here to make me. It'd be kind of nice if there was a way to rotate. Now you've got a little bit of a ponytail. Well, that's good. That's fine. Oh, you can be fancy if you want. One cat girl? Cat girl sounds... Well, why not? It's a game, you know. Backgrounds. Match. Eyes. not happy with any of these choices, honestly. Mouth? We got the cat ears. Why don't we do the cat mouth? I'm really not happy with any of these choices. None of them really match me. And of course, facial hair. Let's see what we've got as far as clothing. Now, you'll notice for most of these items, they take tickets. You earn these tickets in-game by doing simple tasks, like the Pomodoro timer and the to-do list, things like that. And you actually get tickets just by leaving it on and leaving it logged in. It's quite nice. You'll see most things just cost 100 to 500 tickets. Amanda has 92,000 tickets. Level 91. I don't think I can overemphasize how much she loves this game. You know what? We're here to enjoy the new DLC. Let's try the new DLC pieces. Oh, this one's silly. Oh, you can change the color. Wow. It looks like there are more. I'll have to tell Amanda about this. Looks like there are more options for the actual pieces themselves, too. You can change it to any color. Let's do. Oh, and the old hex code. You can have literally any color. And that's deep purple. Let that be this, I guess. This is white, just as a contrast. Let's do that. That's what I already got the okay from Amanda to purchase what I need. She's already got 92,000 tickets, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. A lot of glasses, but nothing really speaks to me. I mean, quite a few items. It looks nice. Tops. No, this actually looks like something I might wear. I'm more into dark purple though. But I would wear it, like, even in the summer, even in the desert near Majvare, I would. Oh, this is something better. That's a little more like me. There are so many options. Lots of options. I know some of these are for holidays, some of these are for the Lunar New Year. Get a good hoodie. Oh, maybe I could put on some of the DLC outfits. Oh, it looks like the DLC outfits, some of them, they're the ones you can change the colors in. It'd be nice if we could eventually get this option for everything. That'd be really nice, yeah. But I'm more of a hoodie type of person. Get back. The standard hoodies. Oh, that's that color, that dark purple, that really speaks to me. Purchase that. Bottom, something comfy, something simple. This actually looks good. Oh, not the wrong color. Something baggy. Well, that looks nice. That looks nice. I'm sorry that the purchase sounds a little loud. Making the music itself. I think the sock, anything wacky with the shoes. Look nice. You see, I've gone ahead and fully outfitted myself, and I have not even made a dent in the 90,000 plus tickets that Amanda has. She loves this game. I believe she like leaves it on overnight. It's what she used to do with a plastic duck simulator. She leaves it on overnight, and she leaves it on at work. Very attentive. So now you see this little fella here. A little cuddly boy. That is a spirit companion. You unlock spirit companions. I'll show you. And we're actually I don't know if we're going to be able to unlock all of them tonight, but we're going to at least unlock one. I believe there are 3 that came free with the DLC. There's a little Spanish panda here, little buddy. Little Bubba boys. Little Bubba boys. You can pet them too, of course. Big-eyed fish. This is the one you start up. The boiler. He's the bob sick. This is one Amanda likes the best. Goofy. Amanda loves her goofy little buddy. Here's the little 8-bit. APE, 8-bit. Oh, this little boy is cute. You can change the color too. Well, this matches me a little bit more. And there you go. It'll take a few minutes, and you can easily just leave this running on in the background if you've got a strong enough computer. And by strong, I mean Amanda's running a i5 1235U. Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. And there you go. Me. There's Amanda. Who should we make third? Let me know in the comment section, the chat, who else we should make. But for now, I will show you a little more about Spirit City Sessions. And here we are in the new DLC section, the kitchen. But before I go ahead and do that, I'll just show you generally how this game is played, quote unquote. You'll see, I hesitate to call it a game. I do. I hesitate to call it a game. But it is lovely. It is amazing. So this is your room. You can purchase wall pieces, ornaments. Oh, it looks like they've reorganized everything, too. Maybe it's just me. I'll give myself my little bit so I don't mess with Amanda's. It's comfy. Comfy window wonderland outside. That sounds nice. Alright, main wall. You can purchase a wall color. You can tell I like dark purple. Can get this for all of them. Oh, that's nice. When you purchase it for one section, you unlock that texture for all of them. That's very nice. I mean, it's something you earn just by having the machine on in the first place. But it's still a nice touch. Purple. Yes. Love that purple. A little wood panel. A little something rustic. I want to see if there's any new... Oh, there's the New Year's stuff, but I don't know about actual DLC. Ooh, candelabra. Nothing cozier than an open flame while you're trying to sleep, right? These days you can take proper security measures. Ribbon. Yes. Christmas ribbons. Oh, these little lights, little Christmas lights. Those are old school. If you're broke, there's a stylish way to light up your roof. Windows, so just get the windows to match. And this is what you do essentially. We're not going to spend too much time decorating the normal room. I think we'll do that off stream, because I think this would be a nice, lovely way to do a little chat. What does that seem? Get you all involved if you want to chat and say hello. But you can purchase desks and chairs and just purchase a couple things. Let's do one for now before we get to the actual kitchen. Bay window is nice. See, you can change the color of the curtains. And again, these are dirt cheap, comparatively in game, for how fast you can earn this currency. And you can see what it looks like before you buy it. Or you can even get your little snack on. Ooh, I could go for some noodles. Amanda doesn't buy the cup noodles anymore. Get just too much waste with that cup and everything. She just buys the brick noodles. There's a little tray that you can cook them in. It's a clever girl. I think maybe someday she'll be a clever way to find her way out of Majvare, but we'll see. We'll see. A little greenery. Side table too. Like I said, you're not going to do too much of the base game. We want to go ahead and delve right into the main game, but I do want to show you what this is like. And you get a little item, a little stack of books. Well, I am a reader. So once you've fully outfitted your area and you've gotten your spirit companion, you pick the time of day. It's probably evening in America, isn't it? Let's go activities. Yeah, let's go to the bay window where we just were. And you can choose what activity you want to do too. Reading or meditating. Very peaceful, and your little friend hangs out with you. Or you just watch the world. Hey everybody. Double tap the critter to give him a pat pat. But it's very comfortable. Like I said, on the one hand, it is very chill. It is very comfortable. But again, I hesitate to call it a game. It's kind of a utility. More of a tool. I don't know if I call it a game. But it is very, very nice and very enjoyable. I wonder if they did some quality of life improvements too. I am getting the loading and encoding error here and there, but not as bad as initially. I'm going to try setting the resolution to 50, maybe that'll help. We'll see if that helps. I just have to keep an eye on the numbers, right? That's what happens when you have a potato. But I wanted to show you the new activities and the new things that are going on. And the DLC, the purchasable DLC, I believe it's like $8 or $9. Link to the below. Link below if you'd like to purchase both the game or the DLC. And the store link helps out Amanda's mentor, Tiffy Weepy, Mother Tiffy. So stop by Castle Braylock sometime. So I will tell you right now, I'm going in blind for the DLC. I have not had the luxury of catching one of Mother Tiffy's streams, although she has been doing the DLC. Oh wow, that's a lot of options. You see, the fireplace you get 5, desk you get 4, bed you get 4, bay window you get 5, kitchen you get 8. That's a lot. So you're just chopping vegetables as you do. Cooking the vegetables. And little buddy's just here, hanging out with you. You just wonder what I'm thinking. What do you think I'm thinking, Jay? What would you cook if you had a nice little comfy kitchen like this? Okay, activity, eating, a little table here, a little breakfast, and some nice warm soup. Awesome. Amanda's really into the chunkier soups. She doesn't eat soup a lot, but like steak and potato, cheddar, things like that. I'm a little surprised how she stayed so thin and bumpy. Or, you would be surprised if you didn't know what we know. But in an authority, though, that none of you actually know what we know. But that's fine, that's why we know it. Right, we got whisking. Making some... Well, whisking is a lot of fun. Problem is, having to clean the whisk afterwards, getting right into each of those little ridges and ledges and everything. That's a problem. But you have to do that type of thing if you want to make something delicious. You got a little dirt, you got to get a little dirty. You got a little dirty if you wanna save things. I don't think the Red Desert Army understood that. Washing the dishes, of course, it's a good thing. Oops, wrong. Simmer down, if you need to simmer down at the end of the day. Just slowly stir it away. I'm watching this stream 3 times at once. I'm watching it in the OBS. I'm watching it on the monitor itself where the game is. And I'm watching it on Amanda's phone. I just make sure the chat doesn't die or anything. Because it cut off, the OBS cut off twice during one of the previous streams. I mean, it was the whole thing. Simmer down. We all need to simmer down sometimes. Typing at the note. Amanda does type during her award streams, things like that. She does like to type, but she's happiest with a pencil and a little notebook. She's happiest just sitting out on the stairs outside of the Motel California, with a little notebook and a little pencil, a mason jar full of Jack and Coke, and a lot of ice. Like, she doesn't drink nearly as much as she used to, and she's just sitting out there. Juliette, why are you watching me outside my apartment? Oh, Amanda, I didn't hear you come in. Good night, Amanda. Now, why do you keep watching us, man? It's kind of weird. Good night, Amanda. Yeah, I gotta talk to Sandy about this. I'll alert my general. And so, what else? Reading. I feel like reading is a lost art these days. I mean, you see me in the corner holding the book, relaxing. Reading's a lost art, I feel. I mean, obviously, if you're using the internet, you need to know how to read. Because there's so much text-based content there, unless you're just swiping and scrolling through TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. You really do need to be illiterate in order to get around the internet. You think, right? But I feel like sitting out there with a book is a lost stuff. I don't know, maybe that's the old soldier in me, the old hag in me. Sorry, right. Just losing yourself in a small collection of people that writing. I think maybe that's why Amanda goes so hard writing, trying to show people these worlds, trying to show people the worlds of Majvare and all these worlds and all these games he's played and never had a chance to play when she grew up because of emulation or not being able to afford it or just wasn't translated or brought to the States. It's all about taking you on a journey. She does a lot of damage to herself with attempts to travel time. She's working on it. So that's the new DLC. But we have some creatures to find. Let's go ahead and unlock some of those. You do this with the spirit decks. Now here's how you unlock the base game characters. Now it's very, very simple. All you have to do is choose a room, or an activity, or lighting, or a combination of the two or three, and just sit there. It's the easiest thing in the world. Like Gooply, Gooply. And when you unlock the same here, there's a boy Lenny. You start with him. But it's super easy. And let's go ahead and not a lot of people in here. I don't expect a lot of people to be here tonight. Again, this is just kind of a makeup stream. Because Lord Mollington review has been delayed indefinitely. Mollington's put it out this week, and Amanda doesn't like to take away a stream unless she gives you a stream back. So she got a lot of strange things lined up for next week, by the way. I won't spoil any of them, I'll give them away, but I'll let her do that. But expect to see more of it. Expect to see more of it. So here are the DLC spirits. It looks like there are 12 of them, but some of these might just be special outfits for existing DLC, or existing spirits. Like, I know that's 8-bit right there, that's 8-bit. That's the Boba Boys. I believe there are 3 original, that's the Yarn Octopus. But it looks like there are 3 original spirits, though, and let's say, oh, he's got a knife and a sword, oh, you brother. Okay, so chop veggies into bite-sized pieces. Let the sounds of the kitchen motivate you. Best prepared in the early morning before your day begins. So those are your hints. Those are your tips. So chop your veggies into bite-sized pieces. If you had to be chopping. That done in the early morning. And in addition to these beautiful music, beautiful tunes, that's the one complaint I have. The one really big complaint I have about spirits is there's not nearly enough music. If you play this for any length of time, you're going to hear the same tunes over and over again. And as beautiful and as calm as they are, I don't like to have more options. I think that's the one big complaint, that it doesn't look like the DLC came with any new music. But you can also turn on sounds. If you just want like Whispering Rain or something like that. So, sizzling. Oh. Alright. Kitchen up, and there we go. Now you see this little rotating ring over here? That rotating ring means a spirit is being summoned. All you have to do is just leave it going. Just leave it going, and eventually he'll meet a new little friend. There is no time frame on how long this takes, as far as I know. And I don't know if it takes longer, the longer you've been doing this. Because as you see, Amanda's at level 91 already. And she's at the point where it takes a lot to get her to the next level. So I honestly don't know if that's going to affect whether we'll see these new DLC or not. We'll give it a try. If you want to say something, if you want to be heard, just drop a line on the live chat. You are visiting Radio Free Majvare here on Amanda's Classes channel. I am your host, Juliette Romero. And that ambience is a little too loud. Don't get a little silly. And there we go. And I don't think that'll change the summon speed of it. Just chill a little bit. Very calm, very cool. I do love the music. I get upstairs a little more. So like I said, I don't know how long this takes. But if it takes too long and no one wants to chat, then that's fine. Although I would be perfectly happy turning this into a substance. I know Amanda does the weekly Zatsu without any distractions or anything. But sometimes it's good to have a visual. Sometimes it's good to have something going on. No, Amanda hasn't been pulling the kind of numbers she initially did, but those who are showing up are staying longer. I've had a look at her metrics. She doesn't know I have, but I've had a look at her metrics, and she's not getting as many views as she used to, but she's getting a lot more watch out. So I guess that means maybe she's finding a community. Start to get community of her own. I wonder what somebody like Amanda would be like in charge. And then you realize he is a middleman in waging. And I guess her schedule's a little strange compared to the rest of the flavors. Like, sometimes in the early morning or the early afternoon, Amanda will be the only person you hear from. Because, waging. Now, I don't know what type, scratch that, I know exactly what type of work she does at Desert LLC. I'm just not authorized to say for security purposes. But she's able to occasionally check on and hop online. You get a real sense that Amanda does care about flavor. And cares about these people she's met along her journey. I wonder how that's going to affect her journey. I wonder how that's going to end up affecting who she becomes. We are still on the hunt for Alpha spots, but if you have any information on Alpha spots and whereabouts, please contact local branches of Majvare military urgently. We won't do anything to her, it's fine. It's like, I don't think we could do anything to her at this point, but we just need to know. We just thinking, no, thank you. But yeah, these people that she's really into, like, well, we showed her hair earlier, Nicola, the singer. She is participating, I hinted at it earlier, but she's participating in the Face Jam, the unofficial Face Jam, a game jam for Face Connect. And of course, for those of you who may be here don't know about Face Connect, Pippa, Ace of Face Connect. She's the one who created the initial 5 flavors. Mina Vanilla, Sweet Paprika, Donna Bonbon, Citria Lolame, and Donna Dimmerlo. She created them in AI as a joke. If someone took the joke too far and actually started streaming as them. And then she made more. And then other anons made more. And anons made their own characters. And now flavor is a whole thing. It's a whole massive thing. It's a joke that went too far. And when you have a joke like that goes too far, you kind of just want to follow to the end and see how far you can take it. Like I said, Amanda's at 91 now, so I don't know if he's actually going to unlock anything or not, how long it takes. But I want to hang out here for a little bit, see if anyone stops by. I mean, even though Amanda's not doing the Mollington stream tomorrow, she's still doing UFO 50 in the morning and weekly Zatsu wrap up in the evening. So she's still got a lot on her plate. We're going to have a lot on our plate clean up chopping vegetables for now. What do you do with vegetables? I mean, obviously, there are a lot of things. I see what I assume is a bowl of rice in front of her. You can dice them up and put them in rice. You can dice them up and put them in potatoes if you want. What was it? It was a thing where they put them, I think, in the bento boxes. I forget what they're called. It's a ball of potato and you put chopped up vegetables in it and you just hyper compress it, squeeze it down, and little vegetable potato balls. Simplest thing in the world. Well, that's what you get in a good bento box. You get a good variety. You get several little things, and that's what Amanda likes. She likes sampler packs of several different things. You got a worldly palate, I tell you. The world will eat her up as it is right now, but as we've seen with Alpha, that may not always be the case. That's cute. Cute little, I guess. Pat him on the head. He's being a good little boy, just chilling. Now I think every streamer worries about this when they do a Zatsu. Doing a Zatsu when nobody comes around, nobody speaks. Even when you're doing something this big and important, something promoted like this. Not promoted. We're not promoted. Amanda purchased this with her own money. But this is a new thing, as they say. But people are doing a Zatsu where nobody's able to interact or anything. Hello, Amanda Splat. Hope all is well. Just stop by for a second. I'll be the stream. Thank you, Sisman. My name is Juliette Romero. What you cooking? My name is Juliette Romero with Radio Free Majvare. I'm borrowing Amanda's rig for the Spirit City Low 5 sessions. And we are cooking a new future together, I guess. I do thank you for stopping by, Sisman. Me who is interacting in chat, so that's fine. We do appreciate it. Like I said, though, as far as Zatsus go, you have to learn how to be able to talk with anything that goes on. Because and it could be going on for hours, and people could just be stopping by. I think it's a term that Amanda had a lot of problems with earlier, second screen content, where you just throw something on the other screen. The lo-fi vibes. Well, this is Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. Link in the description. Please use the link in the description of the video. That helps out Mother Keefe, Amanda's mentor. It's a very useful, very chill tool. Hello, thank you. Thank you. It's a very chill tool. You get the lo-fi radio, you get a little to-do list. So you know what, Amanda did dust her computer earlier today, so scratch that off. And you get a little Pomodoro timer too. Ooh, whoa, that was weird. Okay. That's shockingly dramatic for a little timer. That's shockingly dramatic. I apologize. Like, subscribe it. Well, not just that, but purchasing the game through the link in the description also helps Amanda's mentor, Tiffy. Like, Amanda's not getting a cent from this. She's doing this because she loves it. So you also get a list of habits, things you catch yourself doing over the course of the day. And you can blog, you can do a journal if you want. Although, no, Amanda prefers open office over that. Oh, that made her so angry. And frankly, it did make me angry too. Finding out that Microsoft Office now is going to be a paid subscription service. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Because people like myself and Amanda are old enough to remember Windows 98, where all of this stuff was built in for free. And then you had to buy Office in later versions. And now you just have to subscribe. You don't even you can't just straight up buy Office. Basic word processing functions. So, the frugal person that we are, we just go by Open Office. It's free. And it's essentially the same thing as the Microsoft programs. Open Office. It is very nice, very useful. Thank you for stopping by, Sisma. It was nice to see you. And I'll tell Amanda you said hello. You know, it's beautiful. So, yeah, I was talking about with these Zatsus, what you have to do is, you just keep going. Like, obviously a Zatsu usually doesn't go for 4 or 5 hours if no one's chatting. But what you have to do is you have to keep going, because, you know, what if someone stops in? What if someone... Because YouTube's been doing that previously, and that's why I think Amanda had a pretty big burst to her channel early on. Because her videos ended up getting recommended to complete strangers. Just kind of getting thrown out there. And we'll see this too. Recommendeds will include a video that has had no views over 2 weeks. And, you know, you get curious. You get curious, and sometimes you find great things from that. Sometimes you find new interesting streamers from that. I think that's how Amanda found out about Isla. Yisla? I'll admit, I don't know if we're going to unlock anyone, because I don't know how long it takes, if it's tied to the bar or not. Because if it's tied to the bar, this may take a couple of days. I believe the higher you rank it, the longer it takes to fill it up. But Amanda's at rank 91. So we may not. But I will make sure to tell Amanda that if she has done a block on the anyone, I go and take a picture. But we can't stray away from the screen. Or it'll break the spirit competition, I guess. I don't know what the term is. I'm not really that well versed in the supernatural, and it's on my outfit occasionally. But when you've got a team, you've got to have a nice, well-diversified team. Lots of different specialties. You know, you over-specialize in your breeding weakness. Slow death. As I said in the Ghost of the Shell movie. The real one, not the garbage remake. That remake was so upsetting. I mean, it's stupid to be upset about a movie, especially when you knew it was going to be bad. But, oh, God. It was horrible. The live-action remake of Ghost in the Shell is absolutely horrible. But I mean, I don't know what kind of expectation you might have, but it actually got worse. So we're just going to keep going a little bit, like we're not going to be here forever. Well, we might eventually, if no one shows up, we might break a little bit. I think I might break just a little bit, get something to drink, because we've been here for nearly an hour. I don't know how long I'm going to be here tonight. So Amanda has a stream. Amanda has a stream like what? I think 7 a.m. tomorrow, UFO 50. Those don't take too horribly long though. Like the first UFO stream she did was like about 2 hours. So she's we're doing this and she's not doing Lord Mollington's podcast or stream tomorrow. Lord Mollington has to cancel. We don't have an ETA as of yet on when we'll be rescheduled for it. Amanda will let us know as soon as Mollington lets her know. But it probably won't be next week. Like next week is already planned out, including Tuesday. We're going to be playing Where in the World is Carmen San Diego with Mr. Dosimus Tarkus, a worldly explorer, to be sure. The alien warlord of Threx. I apologize. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The alien warlord of, is it Threx? Do you roll the X or do you roll the R? Threx. Threx. I don't know. I assume it's like it's obviously a foreign word jammed into English lettering. So I assume there may be a few different ways to pronounce it or say it. Like it's like Gaddafi or Gaddafi or Gaddafi. Yeah, I know. I'm mentioning Muammar Gaddafi in a lo-fi chill stream. That's a thing. I do. But that's it's Cthulhu. Cthulhu is a foreign word from Beyond the Stars, allegedly. And what is it? Cthulhu, whatever you call him. Just don't call him late for dinner. And we're not going to be late for dinner because we're tracking on 50 times a day. I don't know how long this is going to take. And so usually Amanda just leaves the computer on overnight with this plan so we can rest and relax. I don't know if it takes the bar filling up to get a new spirit or not. Or if the rules could have changed for the DLC. Because I showed you all the stuff earlier. So I knew we were probably going to be looking at this one screen for a while. That's what I got the feeling. But I have no problem with that. I'll just chat until someone shows up. Or just chat alone. That's what I did for maybe 3 or 4 hours. during my first quote-unquote official stream, or every Majvare, where I played a build of Amanda's Vampire Survivors character. Vampire Survivors, that's a game that's kind of fallen off around people's radar. Especially Amanda's. She's up to the yellow boss, I think it's called, whatever it is. The hands, the final canonical boss. But she's got a build that essentially makes her invincible. Just standing there. But that build takes a little while to charge up to be that powerful. And apparently this boss, the yellow hand boss at the end, takes away all your excess lives. Extra lives, rather. Spam detected. Wow. I've just been offered a great deal on my new iPhone 15. Amanda doesn't have an iPhone 15. Amanda has an Android. Do your research, please. We would hate for psych ops to turn into gay ops now, wouldn't we? Oh, hello, Malone. Nice to see you. Amanda's letting me borrow her rig. It's Juliette. Juliette Romero. You stopped by the initial radio set, my regular show as well. I think we're stopping by. Amanda's, I'll give you the QRT. Amanda's interview with Mollington has been canceled. Postponed, rather. Mollington let everyone know in a tweet earlier today that he's going to put it off. Amanda didn't want to do a third stream tomorrow on her own volition, because she's doing UFO 50 in the morning and the weekly Zatsu in the evening. So she tapped us and said she wanted to do what? Yeah, I saw he's kind of... Yeah. Well, that's what Amanda was initially worrying about, normal. That he initially said he blew out his throat doing karaoke, which, you know, you've watched one or two of Amanda's karaoke's, you know she can go hard and can blow the throat. Although with her voice it's harder to tell, honestly. But if what was bothering his throat now is the same thing that it was a few days ago, I'd hate to think that it's something more than just story word reports. Especially with the man who does as much Zatsus and spoken word content as he does. So we're sending you love. We're sending you love. Malone, while you're here, and while we're waiting to see if we can get a new little spirits to join us today, I do have to ask you, what's coming up this week? I mean, I know you and Amanda are doing that weird boomer shooter game, but what else do you have planned? I know you're probably using this for second screen content while you're getting ready, and I'd hate to annoy you, I'd hate to bug you. But, we would like to know what is next for the Break Malone. Oh, collabs, that's always great. I know you're collabing all the time. You and Amanda usually on Wednesdays, because that's your day off of work. All types of collab. You are collabing all the time, and I personally love it. Because, you know, flavor is so huge these days. So many amazing talents. And it's just great. Plus, you know, we don't have to keep intel on all the talents here. We can just watch your channel and get most of the intel we need. Because Amanda wants to collab as well. She doesn't collab as much anymore. It's just like, interest has kind of dried up, but it's that time of year. College age people are in the finals and everything. And with everything going on, I'm adhering to Amanda's no politics rule, even though I did say Marginafi earlier. People are just busy or disenchanted or things like that. But Amanda has said before, like the wrestling and the writing and stuff, this is stuff she used to do for months and years alone in her apartment with no one watching. So if even one person stops by to say hello for a few minutes, then that's already on top. And we are on top of waiting for a spirit to arrive. And I said, I don't know how long this is going to take. We'll cut it at some point, but I want to at least get one of the 3 spirit DLCs. Problem with Amanda is you will see he's at level 91 right now. And in a game where things cost from 100 to 500 tickets, she's got 90,596 tickets, not including the 700 or 800 or so that I had to spend to make myself in the game and to outfit my quote-unquote room. I want to leave here to show you quickly because Amanda's got a new, but I don't know if I leave the area if that's going to reset the timer. If that's going to reset the timer or not. So, like, if it becomes obvious that we're not going to unlock the spirit, then we'll show you. But Amanda's new outfit is on the thumbnail. She's got a yellow and black dragon outfit from the free DLC, the Chinese New Year DLC. The lunar. I'm sorry. I know it's not the Chinese New Year. It's the Lunar New Year. Blame my head, not my heart. It's the Lunar New Year. There are a lot of different countries, not just China, that celebrate it. But yes, the yellow, the black with the yellow dragon, the yellow and black, I forget. It's yellow and black, it's her color. You notice all of us in Majvare have a very simple color scheme. Amanda's got yellow and black. Sandruga's got red and white. Put them together, RWBY, red like roses. Bun Bun is red and yellow. Me, I'm purple and black. It's very simple. There's no real meaning to it. There's no real thing behind it. It's just... Amanda used to create characters in professional wrestling games and fighting games all the time. And just those simple pieces, simple schemes, kind of help convey the spirit of the character. Because when you read a manga, or when you watch most traditional anime and manga, there's a reason that these tropes exist. Why certain types of characters have certain colored hair, or certain types of outfits and things like that. It's so that if you're just sitting there at a train or at a shop, or you're browsing through, you don't know what you want, you can know at a glance what you're supposed to get into. Now, if a genre has nothing to offer except just straight tropes and brings nothing original, then that's the problem. That becomes a problem. But if you can get in within those well-worn tropes and you can actually guide somebody in a story that do something original, something creative, then you've got a hit on your hands, my friend. Because I find that there are a lot of people who are looking for something new and different. But in the VTuber sphere, there are a lot of people who are looking for something old and comfortable and classic. So the question is, can you give the people both? Can you give them something new and give them something new? I think that's kind of the line Amanda's trying to skirt with the whole 90s anime aesthetic. Although Majvare actually does look like that, even out here below. Oh, by the way, next time you're out here, Malone, if you see a massive hulking muscle-bound version of Amanda, you may want to flee. We have not been able to detect or analyze what that is yet. I'm fairly sure it could overpower your mech. Don't ask how we know. Don't ask how we know about your mech either, or what you do in it. Don't ask how we got your browser history. But yeah, I'm just chilling with Spirit City about 5 seconds. Just relaxing with a little frog buddy here. With Froggle. Feeling love. We're all feeling love tonight. Like I said, I honestly don't know how long this is gonna take. But like the only like the first half hour or so is built. If we get enough people who are interested, I'll show the tour again. But I don't want to break the action right now because the action, the time of day, the activity, or some combination of the three. That's how you unlock the spirits, and just keep it going. I don't know how long that'll take though, or if it's tied to your current rank. If so, it might have to be a couple. But I'll get Amanda to send a picture of you unlocks. But I swear, I am parched. I am parched, and I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of Pepsis from Amanda's fridge. She won't know they're missing. So what? She doesn't know. We'll be right back. Please do enjoy. I'll be 100% honest. I was sitting there waiting for a couple minutes before I went live or unmuted again. We're back. I wanted to see if the old watch pot never boils thing. Sure. This is for sale 5 sections, new kitchen DLC. We're not actually showing too much right now. We showed a lot in the beginning. And we're not showing a whole lot right now because perhaps some little onion boy. I think he's a little onion boy, I'm not sure. But there are 3 new spirits and outfits for existing spirits. We got a little milk and cereal. That's not a metaphor, by the way. It's actual milk and actual cereal. Just because I'm a femboy, don't think you can start having really thoughts about it. Because Juliette Sugar Bloom obviously is fine with that. I find that when I came out as a femboy instead of a woman, a lot of people may have been confused because I'm not lewd like Juliette is. They think femboy, they think thigh highs and oohs and whatever it is. No, I'm just a guy who is a guy. I'll say it. I'm a male, cis male, white man, who wears to dress like a woman. Just like Amanda is a woman who dresses like a man sometimes. Just like Saint Ruby is an eldritch abomination who dresses like a Navajo Coyote spirit. And just like Alpha Splats is still on the loose, and we are still tracking her down. We will not stop. We won't. But yes, very chill, a very calm game. And so yeah, it's a very useful tool. Amanda doesn't actually use the timer or the tools built in, because she has other tools for that, but tell her she should. She should have this game running and take care of business. Because it's not too horrible if you've got everything closed, everything else closed. Let's test into the optimization afterwards. Because these days, regardless of what the requirements are for a game, how big or small an area may be, a lot of it's about optimization. I mean, I know Malone talked about optimization with Gart and the Bandman. That looked like the silliest little claymation type of thing. The optimization of that really absolute trash, from what I understand. Oh, what you're doing a radio station with music. It's a little soft. I can tell it's a little soft. If it's a little soft, I'll go ahead and turn it up a bit for you. There you go. It's not one long continuous flow like most lo-fi stations are. It's a series of songs. It's not like one long stream. And like that's one of the big complaints. Like, I don't think this DLC came with any of those songs. But these are just nice and chill. Like, there's this one that Amanda uses occasionally, Lo-Fi Geek. Actual YouTube channel that does free I used it. I believe I used it when I was doing the original Radio Free Mahogany stream on Amanda's channel with her Vampire Survivors build. And obviously, with her potato, it's hard to run something and have a browser and video going at the same time. None of us can have the type of model that Malone has. We can stream, mostly stream, the Legendary Garden. Oh, he's ready! He's ready. Little Dot says he's ready. Let's meet our new friend. Who is he? Here we go. Oh! Look at him! Look at the little boy! He's cute. He's a squire sprout. You take a wrong turn down the vegetable aisle of the grocery store. This might lead you to the legendary kingdom of Veggieland, a magical realm where produce reigns supreme. A brave but bashful squire sprouts are equal young warriors who hail from all over the kingdom. Through skill with the sword, they are still working on their confidence and have journeyed to Spirit City on a quest to prove themselves, always eager to lend a helping hand. They consider even the smallest task an epic quest, making them a dutiful ally in the kitchen. Silly squire sprouts can come in a variety of forms, from sturdy root vegetables to leafy greens, each determined to grow into great champions to bring glory to their house. Oh, that is adorable. All these things are so cute. But I think Amanda might want to replace Goofy with this guy. But I'll show you, there are a couple more. How long did that take? I don't think that took even an hour, actually, because I messed around a little bit at the beginning to show you how the base game works. So we might try to get the other two. It looks like it's probably not based on Amanda's level, because she's at level 91. But I'll show you once you unlock them. Oh, I can show you now also, Mom. Here's Amanda's. With the little coffee-colored, poopy little boat. They got the black and yellow outfit she's got. Those are standard colors in the Lunar New Year pack. She's a little buff, you know. She has those type of things. But here's me. And let's check out Little Onion Boy. Little squire sprout. What you got? What do you got? And like I said, look, Amanda doesn't mind me spending quote-unquote tickets on this. Look, a brand new outfit for your character, 250 tickets. Amanda's got 90,618. You can ostensibly purchase everything in this game, I believe. I want to eat that coffee. Oh, Malone, look closely. Look closely at him, Malone. He's got a stapler and staples and paper clips in him. You gotta be very careful. You'll shred your esophageal tract eating that. So what do we have here? We got a... get the onion. No, that's an onion. That's an onion. Oh, we got a little kind of green tomato. Strawberry. Ooh. I'll take the little purple onion because it matches my motif. There we go, little onion night. And before we go ahead and start unlocking the next spirit, you see, he just stands there and you can give a little hip pat if you want. Delwood, oh, you live dangerously, don't you, Malone? You live very dangerously, that's why you come out to Majvare in a mech. I'll give you a warning from what little we know about the splat that mech would not be able to do anything against her, so just be very careful if you come across it out here next time you come out. Yeah, and before we go to the next area, let's take a quick look to see how he looks in other areas too. Like, activity, go to the bay window. You just reading a little nice, just chilling. Just being nice and comfy. Or activity at the desk. Writing, which I think this is the one Amanda usually says first to. He's just there chilling with you. He's standing guard with you. Okay, so let's see what else. I've seen what both of these are. Like I said, I can't guarantee we're gonna unlock all three of them tonight. Don't know. Amanda still wants me to get off the rig so she can start getting ready for next week as well. Because she still got to get, now that Mullington's not doing anything this week. She's got to reset a couple things. See, okay, so these are really easy to unlock. Place ingredients in the pot and bring it to a boil. Listen to the bubbles to know when it's done. Perfect to enjoy during lunchtime. Okay, so we've got to simmer, bubble background, and afternoon. So afternoon for lunchtime. Go back to the kitchen. We'll be simmering. Usually it only takes one activity or two activities to start summoning a spirit. It looks like there's a combination of three. There we go. And there we go. We did the bubbling. We're simmering. And you see, that's great. That's one of the great things about Spirit City. Not only is it easy to find the spirits, it's easy to know when you're summoning them, too. Now, that took about a half hour, or an hour, I believe. I think we'll give this until 9. Maybe until 9. With that cereal mixed in and nice and soft. Slide right down. You know, Amanda has talked about mason jars previously on her account. Yet she legitimately has mason jars. I believe there are like 6 in her fridge right now, with different flavors of drinks in them. And I think one with overnight oats, where you just pour oats into a jar and milk and fruit and just let them absorb overnight. Literally overnight oats. It's quite nice. Something to do if you have instant oats. Don't feel like eating hot. Amanda doesn't eat a lot of stuff hot. I believe she's got the roof of her mouth is rather sensitive. Which is a weird thing to have sensitive if you're a roadkill. I mean. But yeah, Amanda did ask for me to do at least a couple of things while I'm here. While we're waiting to unlock some more little friendos. As Mother TV would put it. She wants to promote other flavors as well, like, you know, for Mother Malone. Always 4 p.m. next week. Coco Manado had a stream earlier today, out of nowhere. He's doing flavor characters in Street Fighter 6. Made Amanda, that Amanda looked quite good, although she had Sand Ruby's glasses. Could be Sandy posing as Amanda, you know. You know, that's why Sand Ruby looks exactly like Amanda. She's posing as her, copying her body to look into this transformation she did. Of course, you know, that may not be the 100% honest truth. You know, she's quite the unreliable narrator. She said Amanda used to be a coyote for over a decade now. Just recently revealed what we've already known following her, that she used to be a wolf. But yeah, if you ever get confused, the easiest way to tell the two apart is the eye color. Sand Ruby's is red, Amanda's is yellow. That's the voice. Of course, you can fake anything in this world. You can pretend to be anyone in this world. Especially on anonymous places. There are good, bad, and aspects to that, too. I mean, as VTubers, we all hide our identities to some extent, don't we? The person you're speaking to, is that really the person you're speaking to? Even when they're being real with you. I think Amanda's probably, if she gets too honest, she maybe overshares a little bit, and that might go too. Well, Amanda said herself she believes she may have some undiagnosed mental illnesses. But hey, if mental illness ever gets diagnosed, that'll take all the fun out of it, won't it? Do not take medical advice or mental health advice from a streamer, any streamer. That's all we can do. Make sure to speak to a professional. Because I may be an expert, that's not my field of study. Yeah, you've got all types of things for all types of moves on this game. It's very nice, very fun. Let's see, I think Susie Blue's still kind of taking a break, moving, and when? Nyana Banyana, the former 1969. Her birthday, no, Amanda's birthday was on March 22nd. Nyana's birthday is coming up on April 1st, this Tuesday. It's going to be a fun time, going to be events. Apparently Nyana's going to be having a new outfit reveal as well. Problem is, it's April 1st, so your expectations. Although there have been recently, the last few years especially, people have been making legitimate, straight-up, honest announcements on April 1st. People think, oh, this has to be a joke, and then it turns out being 100% real. April 2nd rolls around and it's still going. I think the example Amanda uses is Leopold Gaynor from King of Fighters 96. I believe it's announced for 15th, I believe, on April Fool's Day. Everyone thought it was a joke, but April 2nd he was still announced. Anyone who's in SNK, those type of bosses, Gaynor, Orochi, Magaki, Lukai, Naked Red Guy, Evil Eye Crimson. Quite overpowered. Quite overpowered, but they're meant to be. Because they're meant to make you spend quarters. And they're meant to make you drop quarter after quarter. Because you know you can beat them. You know in your heart you can beat them. And that's what the arcade owners are counting on. And that's one of the things Amanda really laments about the state of fighting games these days. And I think she's talked about it with Minato. She hates that you don't have a good boss in the fighting game anymore. Let's look at the Street Fighter games. Street Fighter 1, you had Sagat. Giant towering man could kill 70% of your bar on a special move. Just absolutely obliterating. Street Fighter 2 had M. Bison. You got that whirling teleport. We didn't have the teleport back then. We had the Psycho Crusher. They had the jumping in the air with glowing fist thing. And then 3 had, 3 was the zeitgeist, so that was Gil. Hey, you feel a sense of accomplishment beating this boss. How about you just step back and let him revive his entire health bar out of nowhere once you think you've killed him? How does that make you feel? It makes you feel like putting in another quarter, and another quarter, and another quarter to try to stop him. We won the Street Fighter 4. I don't know if 4 had a significant amount of time in arcades. I think Minato would probably know more about that. But they had Seth, which was, he looked like, if you remember the 90s Street Fighter anime, he looked like one of those Shoto boards or whatever it is, the machines that they were putting fighting data into. He looks like one of them. Didn't really catch on until he became a woman in 5. But you know, I can relate. So, in 5 there wasn't a boss. 5 there was just not a final boss. They said it's supposed to be G. Like, G is a quote-unquote legacy boss, but no. Because there's no, like, straight one arcade mode. There's just a story mode. And then Street Fighter 6, there was, I'll spoil a little bit of it because it's so old. The last guy you fight in story mode is JP, the Russian. And he does sound like, he feels like a boss because he was Bison's character. And if you've ever had to deal with these penny-pinching bean counters for more than a couple of minutes, you know. Counts can leave you dry. Four arcades did well in Japan. Oh, hello, Minato. It's Juliette Romero here, ready for Majvare. It's nice to meet you. Also different bosses, boss of 5, depending on what season it is. It's just, you don't get the kind of feeling you used to, though. Where you can just point to one guy and say, that's the guy you need to beat. Like you used to be able to with a Rugal, or Rugal in 98, or Rugal in 02. Although Rugal was a little different in 02, right? You fought whoever, like the end of the NES boss in 02 UM. No, Vanilla 02 Rugal was still the final boss, but 02 UM, it was one of the NES guys, and Rugal was like the Doral, right, where you fought him once, and if you beat him, then you don't get another chance. Because it's not popular, you got shafted really. Yeah. You don't see a lot of characters from 4 and 5 coming back, except like Fury Han. Like, you think Laura, people will be guessing to get Laura back, but no, she's kind of been forgotten. That's what I say, and Maximilian Dude has said this, Amanda has said this, I've agreed with this. 6 really got lucky with the new characters. 6 really got lucky with a lot of the characters hitting it off, like Marissa and Manon and JP. I don't know how Luke hit it off. I don't know about Luke is popular. I know his VA is actually, he's got a good humor about him. He's having fun with the media. He's memeing it up. So good for him. But people are still going to think about Ryu when they think about Street Fighter. Even though, if you think about it, I don't think he's really been the protagonist since 2. Because 3 was Alex. 4 it was, God, what's his name? Abel. The 5 it was Rashid. The 6 it's Luke. You keep trying, Capcom. You had a hit on it. Capcom has cemented that the World Warriors are just going to be made. Yes. The 8 classics. Although I'm surprised that it took as long as it did for them to put any of the 4 bosses from 2 in, and they did it with Bison, the guy they promised was dead. Amanda mains Sagat in whatever game he's in, so she's not happy about that. Changes every, yeah, it's weird. I mean, I understand why they do it. You gotta have a new marketable character, and it worked really well for 2, but sometimes it just doesn't. Luckily, with a fighting game with characters like 30, 40 characters, you had your bets. And someone's about to pop off. My condolences, by the way, to any Hakan fans who were waiting for him to show up in 5 or 6. I'm afraid it will not be time to oil up. Yep, exactly. So I'll ask you while you're here, Minato, are you familiar with Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions? This is what we're doing today. Just a little chill, just a little Zatsu. Juliette Romero, the radio host of Radio Free Majvare. We are the radio station that plays outside of the old military base in Majvare, helping to guide people, keep them safe on their journeys. So we do good work, yay for us. But we're just chilling with Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions today because the new DLC came out and Mollington interview with Amanda got canceled, so we decided to do this, pick this up. Amanda actually stopped by earlier today and told us that she got a $100 gift card for her birthday from her mother. Because her mother doesn't know what to buy her anymore. That's fine. We do. We have that information. Amanda likes clothing. But she was able to get this DLC. You talking Sunday or enjoying? Well, Amanda already had two streams on Sunday. Wednesday and Sunday, those are her big streaming days. UFO 50 as part of the Sunday long form stream in the morning, 7 a.m. That's why I'm not going to stay too long, because any of the girls here, we use Amanda's rig, and it's right next to her bed. She can't sleep when it's going on. Since Mollington is not going to be around, Amanda's just going to do the usual tomorrow. 7 a.m. is going to be UFO 50, and 7 p.m. is the weekly Zatsu. Next week, we're going to have on Tuesday, Amanda's going to be streaming with Zosimus Tarkus, going back in time. Wednesday, Blood and Bacon with Miss Carvalho. Get your USDA fill of pump water and accursed bacon. And then, I don't think she's figured out what she's going to do for the Friday night death slot. She was actually I don't think she wants me talking about this, but Amanda was very upset with the Friday night death slot last night. She said it was one of her worst streams ever. She didn't know how to play any of the games. She didn't think she was entertaining. It was short. It wasn't about people showing up, because she calls it the death slot for a reason. The reason she even streams on Friday nights is because she streams on Wednesdays and on Sundays, her days off. So if she just streams Wednesday and then Sunday, that's 4 days off in the middle. So a little stream in the middle Friday night kind of breaks that up. She's just very unhappy with it, so she doesn't know if she's going to be on the Friday night slot. But yeah, as of right now, the plan is Sunday morning UFO 50, Sunday evening weekly Zatsu, Tuesday Zosimus Tarkus. Wednesday morning she's doing Mega Man 4 to finish out the Capcom Mega Man collection, and then Blood and Bacon with Malone. And we'll go from there. Usually Amanda has her schedule for next week ready by the Zatsu, as a weekly Zatsu she does. So I know she's going to know by then, especially since she's not doing the Mollington interview. That'll give her extra time to work on it, because the UFO 50 streams are going to be shorter than the usual. Like, she's not slogging through 7 or 8 hours of text. She's testing 10 games a stream, and she might only stick with the game for like a few minutes. Depends on how good. Although she's found some quite amazing ones. I believe you were there last week, Malone, for some of that, where she did she liked the Bushido Ball one. Very simple game where you're just batting around, two samurais batting the ball around. And it's kind of DOA except without the swimsuits. And then with Night Manor, she wants to do Night Manor straight up full stream. She knows Night Manor is going to take a few hours. She's very interested in it. She wants to do a full stream of it alone. So she might do that as a normal weekday stream or something. But right now she just wants to do 10 games a day, and stream might only be 2 hours. That's her goal, rather. The UFO streams are supposed, UFO 50 streams will be about start minimum 2 hours. If she finds that a lot of the games don't click with her and she ends up skipping, she'll go back. Because UFO 50 has a great mechanic where it shows you what games you played. It's quite good. And that's what these old multi-carts were like back in the day, actually. You just pick and choose. Just pick what you want, pick what you like, and they offer you 50 different things. You're not going to play 50 different things, but she's determined to try them all. Because they are 50 full-length games. Fully fleshed out arcade games. And she's quite enjoying it. But she's doing the thing where she doesn't play the mobs like Darkest Dungeon. She really, I know Sandy's told her about this. She needs to start doing the grinding and anything that's not a boss fight off screen. But Amanda demands to play all of Darkest Dungeon on screen. And that led to the situation with the Viscount a couple days ago. I know Mandy's gonna definitely want to talk about it during the Zatsu tomorrow night. But bottom line was, she got to a point where she knew the team she wanted to kill the Viscount with. But they just kept either disappearing in town, or they just kept not showing up, or taking too long to heal up or something. So she had to do like 3 back-to-back filler missions just to get the team together. She did, though. She did it. She didn't do it optimally, though. We looked back at the footage of the fight with the Viscount. He started trying to smack him down just using the strength. Then, at one point, she did switch to trying to beat the body. But once she realized that the Viscount wasn't healing nearly as much as he originally was, then she started smacking him down again. And it was, I believe, a 67 crit from one of the Hellions that really helped save her. Because it was Hellion, Houndsmaster to get bleed, because if you make the body bleed or blight, that bleed or blight transfer over to him. And then Highwayman at the end. No healing. Which is weird for Amanda. She always usually gets something healing, but no healing because the Viscount had so low health. If you just focus on strength and power like she did, you end up taking care of it. And that was her first level 5 boss, Crimson Fort. She is slowly but surely progressing through the game. And it's going to be a big journey. I know, what's his name? Jake Senator James. One of Amanda's biggest fans. That's his favorite game, and I think it's him kind of compelling her to keep playing it, to keep going. It's a lot of fun. It can get repetitive, but the end is in sight. She does have 4 level 6s now. She can't take out the Darkest Dungeon if she wants. Although, just between you and me, spoiler alert, there is a condition called Never Again, where if you have a guy who's gone through the Darkest Dungeon, they'll never go through the Darkest Dungeon again, ever. And the thing with that is, that means that the Darkest Dungeon is 4 segments. So that means you're going to have to get a minimum of 16 heroes to beat the game. 16 heroes to level 6. And that's going to be the slog. That's going to be the big slog. But Amanda's prepared. Amanda has strategized that she's going to get maybe the first Darkest Dungeon done, the first segment of the 4, and then the ones who get Never Again, who can never fight again in the Darkest Dungeon, have them fight the Countess, or the Duchess, rather. Because now the Viscount is down, all that's left of the Duchess. It's a whole tactics, it's a whole strategy. Something she should talk to you about, because you're into tactics and strategy and things like that. You and Zosima targets. Those Zosimas, it's more historical. You, it's more futuristic. You and your little robots romping and stomping around, shooting out little lasers. Boys and the toys, right? Out of curiosity, I did ask Amanda once what kind of mech she would like if she had a mech, if Blum could actually purchase a mech for her or build one. She said all she wants is a cruiser cooler. It's this beer cooler. Again, you can use it for anything. It's fine to be a beer cooler with little wheels and a motor on it. So you can just drive around on your cooler and stop to have a beer in there. These things that you see in the infomercials. Invent a problem nobody has and sell the stupidest way to fulfill it. I'm sure there are a lot of great products these infomercials sell. But what's the magazine? There's one magazine that has those type of things. What's it called? Harriet Carter. Harriet Carter. I don't know if they're still around or not. They sold a bunch of weird things like that. Amanda's mother would get those magazines all the time, and she'd never buy anything, but seeing all the weird crap in there, that was entertainment. Because you gotta find ways to entertain yourself these days, right? It's a dangerous world out there. It's a dangerous world out there. I'm just a little safer in here online or wherever you are. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're, if you're driving through Majvare right now and you're lost, please run the station's tag through your tag scanner. It'll let you know more. And stay safe. It's like Nicola says, stay safe and stay healthy. Amanda's trying to be healthy. She's trying to make smarter team decisions. You know, she's a frail, easily breakable, snappable little piece of celery blown above the desert range. She's actually getting interested in weightlifting, like strength training. And I'm like, self-fulfilling prophecy, am I right? I won't find out soon enough. Hey, little onion boy, how you doing? I gotta give you a name. What's your name, little onion boy? Amanda's electronic. Types of purple onions. Well, I guess they're red onions, technically. Red onions are cultivars of Allium cepa. So I guess they're red onions, but that one certainly looks purple to me. Genus Allium, species Allium capa. Or Allium cepa, okay. Yeah. Weathersfield. In the United States, one of the most prominent cultivars of red onion was grown in Weathersfield, Connecticut, was a major source of onions until the late 1800s. There you go. That's a good name. You are Sir Weathersfield. through Weathersfield and Majvare, and we are happy to have you in our ranks. So like I said, we're not going to go too long tonight. This is just kind of a makeup. I don't know why Amanda keeps feeling she has to have makeup streams on this channel when streams get canceled or postponed. Because, you know, people will tune in when they tune in and tune out when they tune out. She doesn't have any control over who's going to stop by or not, as much as she tried to promote her birthday and things like that. Vlog Ganning's precious. Second City streams are precious. And like I said, Amanda said herself, a lot of the type of the things she does, she would do alone in her apartment for years without a single person watching. So it's just letting you into her world. And I think that's why Amanda does creative writing so much. She wants to let people into her world, and that's one of the ways she knows how to do it. And now with the fan fiction and everything, with people like Malone, you'll become part of that world. And we welcome you here. We also apologize. You say watch pot never boils, but I've been staring at that thing for a good half hour. It sounds like it's boiling just fine. Here. Good. Doing great. Doing great, actually. I'll probably leave the third one going on overnight for Amanda. Or the reason she's got rank 91 in this game. She leaves it on overnight to listen to the lo-fi while she sleeps. And then she leaves it on at work as well. So this thing can run for, like, do the math, actually. If she's, let's say that she's put this on Sunday night after her Zots are like 9 o'clock p.m. on Sunday. That'll be on until she's up until like 5 or 6, but she'll just leave it on and then go to work on Monday. So right there, it'll be on for a good 24 hours. And if she decides not to get online or not to stream that night, just watch the videos on her phone, it can run for 48 hours straight. Racking up, that's why she's got 1,000 hours in the plastic duck simulator game. Well, she's got a little over 800, or around 800 or so in this game. It's kind of funny. On one hand, you'd think that they would give her something for free if she played that much. On the other hand, they'd probably expect to have bought it already if she's used it so much. And you walk that fine line, though. You walk that fine line. And $8 for all that you get, like the new little friends and the new skins and the new outfit or the new area and everything, you get quite a bit. So I'm fully happy with it. Like I said, the one thing I'd have been happier with, the one thing I'd have preferred is more music. But if you really want to, you can mute the music and just turn on one of the background sounds as well, or turn on your own lo-fi. Well, so they do have some nice, quite chill songs. They've got a few different playlists as well. I've been sticking with Spiritographers only. I think one of the basic ones. We'll give this next spirit a little longer to. Let's change the beat. We'll change the playlist. Let's get uplifting. Let's do uplifting. Because I feel like we need to uplift each other in this community. I really do. There's a lot of nastiness, a lot of foul intent from some corners of the world. I think we need to come together more than again. I'm not going to look on Amanda's channel. I am not. But I feel like we need to come together. I feel like maybe people are getting fractured. So it's nice to have events and things like that where people come together, like all these collabs that Amanda and Malone are doing. And the big collab that Nyana was part of. Nyana breaking through barriers and actually was in the same, I believe it was the same Mario Kart collab that Pippa was in. Pippa, the progenitor of FlaVR. That was great. I don't know how far they get, but that they went to the tournament. It's quite nice. It's very interesting. Then it's like the joke coming full circle. I believe Pippa and Mina have collabed as well. The joke has come full circle, and I think that means it's no longer a joke. We took what was supposed to, pardon my language, but Amanda said it best. FlaVR was a shitpost that was not to survive, and it survived. We have... Oh god, I'm about to get depressing. We've seen a lot of corpos go under. Small corpos. And we've seen both Ninja Sanfi and HoloLive take massive hits. We've seen a lot of small, very beloved small corpos go under. And FlaVR outlasts them all. Which is weird if you think about it. We made it. And of course by we, I mean a man. And her friends in FlaVR. Who am I? I'm just a radio host from Radio Free My Outbreak. We're broadcasting on Amanda's computer. Amanda's break. In her apartment. Eating her cereal. And her mint. No question. Yeah, I think I'll call it a wrap after we summon the second spirit. I'll make you a deal, chat. Those of you who are hanging out, I see more people are coming in. We will wrap it at 9, or we'll wrap it when the second spirit appears. Whatever comes first. Because I know the third spirit is some kind of bubble duck, some kind of cleaning duck. And, I really have no interest in that. I've seen that. But the second one is kind of cute. I mean, I know the onion knight is adorable here, the carrot knight, the root knight, whatever type of vegetable you like, he's cute. And so even people who just like Amanda with the gore and the horror stuff, not the gore, yeah, not much, so yeah, gore and things like that. And Malone with the shooty bang bang, as they call them, things like that. Sometimes you just need to chill. Sometimes you just need something cute. Like Juliette. People thought it was hilarious. Juwoon, VTubing's prominent femboy. It actually kind of changed the course of history. Some could say that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Juwoon. But you know, Juwoon is he's very I'm sorry for this. Juwoon is very influential. Very charismatic. And she and Donna Darkstar, I believe, were the two people who helped convince Amanda to continue with the lore. To continue telling, because Amanda stopped telling the story for a while. She was very upset that it seemed like nobody was into the lore anymore, but it became a core part of both Donna and Juwoon's channel. So that gave her hope. We all need a little hope, right? We all need a little things going on the way they are these days. We all need a little hope. They got that church piano playing, but did I say that? That's perfect. Yeah. And we all need a little hope, just like we all need a little time to rest and relax. Amanda does that too. She will work 50, 60 hours, and then be too dead on the weekend to do anything other than stream. And she does a streaming too, though. That 1 week she was off, she got almost nothing done because she streamed 13 times in 1 week. That week she was off. Luckily, she's caught up by then, So I think she's good. But you don't know if there's ever a problem that she's got flavor to lean on. Amazing people in flavor, and I think that's why she wants to spread the love so much, because there's so many people who've shown love for her. Oh, that should not be a prerequisite, though. Obviously, that should not be a prerequisite, but it's what happened. So we've been just stirring this pot for the last, what, 40 minutes or so. Okay. Just bubbling away. But I don't want the stream to be too much of a downer, but did hear about Mume graduating. It kind of blows your mind when you realize she's been streaming. Mume has been streaming for like 3.5 years. And there's still old veterans like Amanda who remember the premieres of Myth, of Maury and Amelia and all of them. And now Moomers is going to be leaving at the end of April. Kind of wonder what's going on. You don't want to speculate, you don't want to say anything, you don't want to bring everyone down, but it has been ramping up. With the Corpus dying up and everything. Small Corpus. All I can say is, love your oshis while they're there. Love your oshis while they're there and support them while they're gone if you can. Because some of them choose not to come back. Everyone makes their own choices, everyone has their own options. And Amanda has often thought about what if she would have to change characters somehow. Like, she knows she essentially quote-unquote owns Amanda's Flats because everything is free source and flavor. But, you know, she loves flavor so much she could not perceive of a world where she would be streaming for any other company or any other group. Or even as a solo indie. Flavor is an amazing collective. And she just wants to show that love. You know, some areas that love gets thrown into her face. Much like a football. Thrown by the legendary John Madden, who stopped by on Friday night for the Friday Night Death Slot. And he also stopped by to help Amanda defeat the Viscount. With the guidance and power of John Madden. Anything's possible. Who knows? Maybe we're roasting a turducken in the oven. Little Knight is ready for us to snap a bass, and he's ready to run all the end zone. He could go all the way. Of course, I don't think you catch a football with a hand on the shield and a hand on the knife, but I trust him. If anyone can do it, it's him. Little Weathersfield. Sir Weathersfield. He deserves that respect. He's Sir Weathersfield. Thank you for your service to Weathersfield. So, like I said, we're going to go either until we unlock this next spirit, or to top the hour, whatever comes first. Because the first one took, I think, about an hour. And you're not supposed to rush these, either. You're not. You're supposed to just let them go, and it's something to do while you're doing other things. But that's why we hesitate to call this a game. It's a tool. And it's a great tool. It's a beautiful tool. A little radio station, and it's a comfy little spot you can make your own. Oh, speaking of comfy little spots you can make your own, Power Wash Simulator 2 has been announced. That's going to be interesting. And you can make your own areas in that too. That would be fun. Problem is Power Wash 2, it's going to be a lot newer, so we don't know how optimized it's going to be. We're going to have to look into that. Like I said, though, the amazing thing about Steam's return policy is that you pretty much can return anything within a certain time frame, and it's great. As long as you have a valid reason. Like, the ones that Amanda returned during a recent dress test, road test, as she calls it. She got the refund before the stream was over. Well, she got the refund accepted before the stream was over. There was still a 24-hour waiting list before it got put back into her account. I don't know what kind of soup we're making. Some reddish orange. That's probably tomato-based. Maybe it's a tomato-based? Who knows? And the little onion must be getting the best with it. He's got the best seat in the house right now. Oh, 100% honest. I'm not sure why I gave myself the cat ears. I'm not the type of femboy. What type of femboy am I? We're gonna have to keep watching and reading the lore to find out. I'm not wasting any secrets. Commander would have my head. Yeah, my friends always tell me I'm a shining star. They say every time I come out and talk to them, it's like I'm glowing. You listen to Radio Free Majvare with Juliette Romero. A little special promotion for Spirit City Sessions. Just vibing with the beat. I could keep talking on, and I think that's a problem Amanda has too, just repeatedly talking during a stream. Sometimes you just need to let it go. Sometimes you just, oh wait, here we go. The second screen Saints. We're about to unlock the new spirit. Here we go. Who's our new friend? Oh! Oh, he's cute! He's cute, and he has that does not give a crap look in his eyes. He just does not give half a crap. And he's got butter on his head, which is always cool. You gotta know about this boy, the Catabun. These laid-back spirits love spending their day lazing around the kitchen, especially with food is cooking. You also find capybara simmering leisurely in a pot of soup, starter stew you put in the boil on the stove. Didn't need to worry about the heat because the butter pad in the spirit's head helps regulate its temperature. Indeed, they seem to much prefer hot soups to cold one, which makes them chilly, of which they observe that when capybara sneezes, a puff of flour comes out of its nose. He dissipates right out that without leaving a trace. Oh, that's convenient. Capybaras are herbivores, and you can tell what one is recently eaten because their bread-like appearance changes to match up to a day later. Those birds' favorite treats are garlic, olives, raisins, and bananas. Let's get a look at our new friend. Oh, wrong button. Take a look at our new little buddy. Oh, he's a capybara with a pat of butter on his head. Capybara. Yeah, that one matches. You see, Amanda still has over 90,000 spirit tickets. She's fine. Let's go. But like I say, I'm not going to bother unlocking the third. Oh, he gets his own little pot too, so he doesn't infect the one I have with his capybara-ness. He doesn't have much of an expression, though. Yeah, we're getting late. The hour is getting late. So we're just gonna sit here for a little while with our new friend. Little copy bun. Very comfy. This is a very comfy utility. Like I said, I don't call it games more of a utility, but it's great. It's amazing. It's cute. You get a lot of stuff for free. The DLC is great. Check it out, Spirit City Love by Seconds. We'll be calling it a day. Just as a reminder, tomorrow, 7 a.m., UFO 50 with Amanda. 7 p.m., the usual weekly Zatsu. And she will have more about next week on the Zatsu tomorrow. But she will be collabing with Malone. She'll be collabing with Zospers. So, Sismet, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It's nice to meet you. Malone, as always, you have been one of Amanda's greatest inspirations and collaborators, and she looks to working with you in the future. Coco Minato, Amanda talks about you all the time. She's so proud that you're here and you're doing what you do. And stop by soon. Stop by whenever you feel like it. Now, how does Amanda's ending go? All the VOD watchers, lurkers, second screen saints. Little fella. You know what? I kind of want to add this to Amanda's ending screen. So we're going to switch back to the Onion Knight for a moment. Little Onion Boy. Back. Turn it to 100 resolution just for a moment to get a good snapshot of it. I know it's probably going to tank the screen for a minute. Yeah, the encoding's already a little funny. There we go, got the snapshot. Now this goes back to 50. Back to 50. Okay. Oh. It was fun. Yeah, it's very calm. It's very chill. I would like, please, and if you're going to purchase it, please do Amanda a favor. Use the link in the description of this video, because that's through Mother TV, her mentor, and that helps her out. That helps her out a lot. I want to say 3 things. I am Juliette Romero of the Radio Free Majvare, and this is the Amanda Spots Project. Good night, and stay safe. And if you do see Alpha Splats out there roaming around there in Majvare, please report it to your closest military outpost or directly to Radio Free Majvare. We need to find her. I'm heading off, Amanda. Thank you for letting me borrow your rig. I thought this was fun. Yeah, thanks, Julie. You were talking about this Alpha Splats thing. What the fuck is that? You're looking for someone with my last name? Don't worry about it.